what would you like to say to undecided voters? It's hard to believe there are some still at this point, but there are.
Sure.
What's the message to those who still haven't made up their mind?
Sure. To anyone who hasn't made up your mind in this election, think about your life under Donald Trump 4 years ago. Think about your life today under Vice President Kamala Harris. Under President Trump, we had 1.4% inflation. Today, prices are 20% higher. Under President Trump, we had the most secure border in our nation's history. Today, Kamala Harris has allowed a border invasion of more than 20 million illegal people from all over the world into our country. And under President Trump, he was the first president not to enter the United States into new wars in the modern era. Kamala Harris's weak and incompetent foreign policy has led to war in Ukraine, war in the Middle East. President Trump is promising to fix the problems that Kamala Harris has created over the past 4 years.
Some have called this one of, if not the most important elections in their lifetime. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. This is the most important election in our lifetime. And it's because we cannot afford a continuation of the past 4 years with record high inflation that is robbing hardworking Americans of their paychecks. We cannot afford an unsustainable illegal invasion at our southern border of people from all over this world. Look at the tragic consequences it has already had on every state across our country. It's draining our public infrastructure and public education systems, especially in our cities. It's creating a migrant crime epidemic across this country. Every state has become a border state. Look at Georgia. In the case of Laken Riley, a beautiful young woman who should still be with us today if Kamala Harris had not let her illegal immigrant killer into this country. And then he was caught committing a crime in New York and was still released because of Democrat weak on crime policies. President Trump is going to put an end to this on day one. He's going to protect the lives and the pocketbooks of all hardworking American citizens.
There's been a lot of talk about how polarizing this election is. We've heard about it from our viewers that they're tired of it from both sides. What is your response to that, and what will President Trump do to unify the country?
As President Trump has said throughout this campaign, the greatest unifier is going to be success. He's going to get our economy moving again, make sure people are making a good paycheck that's keeping up with inflation, that they can actually afford gas, groceries, and rent. He's going to secure our border, restore law and order in our communities, allow all Americans to live peaceful and prosperous lives. And that's how we're going to unify as a country. We've had so much division and chaos over the past 4 years because people feel like they are falling behind. The federal government has forgotten about them. President Trump's going to give a voice to the forgotten men and women of this country once again. He's going to unify us through success, just like he did in his first term as president.
What do you think is going to push one candidate or the other over the edge? Because right now it is so very close.
At this point, it's a turnout game, and that's why we are encouraging everyone to get out and to vote for President Trump. Our internal data is very encouraging. He is leading in every battleground state, according to our polls, including the great state of Georgia, but we're not letting our foot off the gas. That's why President Trump is holding 4 rallies across the country today. He held his last big rally in Georgia last night. So we are pedal to the metal until polls close tomorrow, encouraging everyone to get out and to vote.
How is President Trump planning to spend his day? Sorry, I've got a message popping up on my computer trying to get rid of it, so it's out of your frame of video. How is President Trump planning to spend his day tomorrow watching the returns come in?
Well, he'll get out and vote for himself tomorrow, of course, in Palm Beach County with his family. And then he will watch the returns come in with his closest advisors and friends and family. And our campaign staff will continue to work hard throughout the day to turn out the vote for him tomorrow.
And I know you only said you had 5 minutes to talk with us, so I want to make sure that you spend this last couple of minutes or the time that we have left with the message that you want to send to voters, and maybe anything that I didn't ask you about or anything that we haven't talked about yet.
Sure. Again, just get out and vote. None of us want to wake up on November 6th and wish we had done more. President Trump is going to save this great country. He's going to end the conflict and the war that we've seen overseas. He's going to secure the border, and he's going to deliver tax relief and end the inflation that's robbing people of their paychecks every month. So he's going to secure the American dream. That's why we love this country so much. And as a mother myself, as a young woman who works for President Trump, I know that he cares deeply about this country, and he wants to uphold that American dream for future generations.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Take care.